Hello, everybody. Anthony Gonzalez here with a quick update. This has been a tough week in our country, no doubt about that. The events that have unfolded have been hard to watch and hard to see our country go through this. First off, the video that came out of George Floyd getting killed on the street was horrifying. One of the worst videos that I've ever seen in my life. As I've said on my personal social media accounts, I hope that those officers face charges. I know that they've upgraded the charges, and I believe that they need to be put through the justice system to the fullest extent of the law. And I hope that the Floyd family sees that and can get some peace from that because they deserve it. Secondly, look, we live in a country, we're blessed to live in a country that has freedom of speech, where you can peacefully protest, you can march in the streets, and you can demand redress from your government, and we should celebrate that. And I'll always fight to protect that. What we do not have, and we should never tolerate, is a right to riot and loot our streets. We blew up basically 3 or 4 city blocks in downtown Cleveland, broke out windows, burned down cars, burned up restaurants. Businesses have been struggling hard enough with the government mandated shutdowns. And then to have this on top of it. Now, the majority of the protesters were peaceful. I've talked to the Cleveland FBI about that, and that's obvious. But there were some who were not, and that should never be tolerated. There is no excuse for that. And so I was pleased to see some charges brought forward by Cleveland FBI and the Justice Department, and I hope that will continue because we cannot let our streets be overrun by people who have nothing to do with George Floyd. They don't care one way or the other about George Floyd. All they were there to do was to cause harm and wreak havoc on our cities, and we can't tolerate that, and we shouldn't tolerate that. And then finally, my request would be that we all, in our own way, find a way to bring the tenor and the anger down. We were pretty united, as far as I could tell, on the George Floyd situation when it first happened. I saw people from all political parties, all walks of life, condemning that violence and asking for change, and rightfully being upset that there hadn't been change yet. And I think we can get back to that. But this situation has been so polluted by people who, again, don't care I'm convinced, don't care one way or the other about George Floyd. They just care about making a statement and being angry and destroying things, and we can't let them overtake the peaceful side and those of us who want to work on this, which is myself, and I know because I've talked to so many of you, so many of our constituents, and so we got to keep that up. We got to keep the fight going on that, and do all that we can, again, to just bring the tenor down so we can start having rational conversations. We can start listening to one another. And move forward together as one region and one nation. And so, as always, I thank you for the opportunity to be your representative. God bless everybody. Thank you.